Imagine the scene. State Farm Arena in Atlanta, packed with anxious fans. Suddenly, a deafening silence takes over the place. Caitlin Clark, the rising star of the Indiana Fever, is down on the floor, clutching her ankle with an expression of pain. Everyone's heart, fans, teammates, even opponents, seems to stop for a moment. But this isn't a story of tragedy. It's a story of resilience, of overcoming, of a young athlete who refuses to be defeated. Because that very night, Caitlin Clark would not only return to the court, but would help her team to a crucial victory, leaving everyone in awe of her determination and skill.
Knock it down from up top, tries it again from a different spot. That one connects. And the crowd goes crazy.
This is the moment that could have changed everything for Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. A moment that makes us question, what really defines a WNBA star? Is it talent, statistics, or is it something more? Something that can only be revealed in the most challenging moments. To truly understand the impact of what happened in Atlanta, we first need to understand that Caitlin Clark isn't just another rookie in the league. Since her arrival, she has been a revolutionary force, redefining what it means to be a professional basketball player. With an impressive average, Clark quickly established herself as one of the most versatile and exciting players in the league. But the numbers only tell part of the story. Clark's true impact is in how she elevates the entire team's game. Her court vision and ability to make precise passes have transformed the Fever's offense. Teammates like Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell are having some of the best seasons of their careers, largely thanks to Clark's ability to create opportunities. And for the WNBA as a whole, Clark has been an adrenaline injection. Her arrival coincided with a significant increase in television viewership and social media engagement. She's attracting new fans to the sport and making people who never watched a WNBA game before now tune in regularly. It's in this context that we arrive at the fateful night in Atlanta. With the Fever fighting for a playoff spot, every game is crucial. Little did everyone know they were about to witness a moment that would test not just Clark's physical skills, but also her mental strength and character as an athlete. The moment that made everyone's heart stop happened early in the second quarter. Clark was doing what she does best, creating plays, keeping the Atlanta Dream's defense on constant alert. In a split second, everything changed. Attempting a quick move, Clark misstepped. The sound of her cry of pain echoed through the arena. Immediately, she fell to the floor, grabbing her left ankle. The silence that followed was deafening. The reactions were instant and varied. Her teammates rushed to her side, concern evident on their faces. Coach Christy Sides quickly signaled for the medical team, a mask of worry on her face. Even the Dream players seemed shaken. They knew they were witnessing something potentially tragic for the league as a whole. In the stands, fans were in shock, many covering their mouths with their hands, others shouting words of encouragement. As Clark was helped off the court, visibly limping, the speculations began. Was it a mild sprain or something more serious? How long would she be out? How would the Fever, already struggling for a playoff spot, handle the absence of their star? The minutes that followed were tense. The game continued, but it seemed like everyone, players, coaches, fans, had their minds elsewhere, waiting for news. The Fever struggled to maintain their rhythm without their main point guard, while the Dream tried to capitalize on the situation. It was in this moment of uncertainty that we saw the true character of the Indiana Fever emerge. Kelsey Mitchell took on the responsibility of leading the offense, while Aaliyah Boston intensified her defensive presence. It was as if the entire team had collectively decided that they wouldn't let Clark's dream, and their dream, slip through their fingers. And then, as if from a movie script, came the moment no one expected. Caitlin Clark's return to the court was nothing short of electrifying. When she stood up from the bench and walked towards the scorer's table to check into the game, the arena erupted in applause. Even some Dream fans couldn't contain their admiration. But the big question remained, how would Clark perform after the injury? The answer came quickly and emphatically. When she got the ball, Clark hit a three-pointer that sent the Fever fans into a frenzy.
Not shooting the three that easily or that comfortably. I don't know if that's comfortable, but
The impact of her return was immediate and went beyond her own actions. The entire team's energy changed. Aaliyah Boston, who was already having a good game, seemed to gain new life. Her movements in the paint became more decisive, resulting in several successful pick-and-roll plays with Clark. Kelsey Mitchell, who had taken on the responsibility of leading the offense in Clark's absence, now seemed freer to create her own plays. The connection between Clark and Mitchell became the Dream's defense's nightmare in the last quarter. But it wasn't just the offense that improved. Clark's presence seemed to inspire the entire team defensively. Steals, blocks, contested rebounds. The Fever was playing as if each possession was the last of the game. And Clark? Well, she was everywhere. Dishing out precise assists, grabbing important rebounds, and yes, scoring crucial points. Her mobility seemed a bit limited, but her basketball IQ compensated for any physical limitation. A particularly memorable moment occurred with about 2 minutes left in the game. With the score tight, Clark led the fast break and, instead of trying to score herself, made a spectacular pass to Damiris Dantas, who converted the three-pointer. The play not only increased the Fever's lead but also exemplified the team mentality that Clark brings to the game. The most impressive thing about all this, Clark finished the game with numbers that would make any player in peak physical condition envious. 19 points, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds. But beyond the statistics, what really stood out was her leadership and determination. Every time she limped slightly after a play but stayed on the court, it was a testament to her willpower. Now that we've analyzed the immediate impact of Clark's performance, it's crucial to look to the future and consider the long-term implications of this defining moment. First and foremost, the question of Clark's health will be paramount. Although she returned to the game and played impressively, ankle injuries can be treacherous. The Indiana Fever will have to carefully balance the need to have their star on the court with the importance of ensuring her long-term health. How the medical team handles this in the coming weeks will be crucial, not just for this season, but potentially for Clark's entire career. From a strategic standpoint, other WNBA teams will now have to reassess how they plan against the Fever. The resilience demonstrated by Clark adds a new dimension to the mental game. Opposing teams now know that even if they manage to contain Clark initially, she has the mental capacity to overcome adversity and still dominate the game. The road ahead for Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever is far from certain. There will be more challenges, more moments of adversity. But what happened that night in Atlanta showed that they have the resilience, talent, and determination to face any obstacle that comes their way. As we approach the end of the regular season, questions multiply. Will the Indiana Fever hold on to their playoff position? Can Clark maintain this superhuman level of play? And if they make the playoffs, how will the young star handle the even greater pressure of postseason basketball? The tension is in the air. Every shot seems loaded with meaning. Every possession could be the difference between glory and disappointment. It's in these moments that legends are forged, and we are all privileged witnesses. The stage is set for a season finale that promises to be nothing short of epic. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever are on the verge of something extraordinary. The only question that remains is, will they be able to seize the moment and turn this incredible journey into something truly historic? After all this excitement, after this emotional roller coaster we've experienced with Caitlin and the Indiana Fever, you can't just sit back and do nothing, right? If you haven't watched an Indiana Fever game this season yet, what are you waiting for? Mark their next game on your calendar. Trust me, you won't want to miss the next chapter of this incredible story unfolding before our eyes. But it doesn't stop there. How about sharing this video with your friends? Especially those who think women's basketball isn't exciting. Show them what they're missing out on. And if you get the chance, go to a live game. Nothing compares to the energy of a WNBA arena right now. You won't just be watching a game, you'll be part of history. But now, I want to hear from you. Leave in the comments what you think will happen with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. Will they make the playoffs? Will Clark maintain this incredible level of play? Your opinion is important and helps create an engaged community of fans. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. The WNBA season is more exciting than ever, and you won't want to miss any updates. Thanks for watching and see you next time.